Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Ryan Lockett from Red Raven Games, looking at Islebound, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, your stuff is always just like, it's very polished. You sort of have a style that carries through what you do.
Thanks.
So.
Yeah. I love doing the art and the design and everything. It's
right. So do you choose topics because you want to
it's sort of like,
illustrate something a certain way? Or,
yeah, it's like I want to paint some ships, so I sort of design a game around it.
All right, that's a good way to do it. It's good when you have the skills that you can take care of everything that way.
Yeah.
So what are we doing in Islebound?
So Islebound is it's set in the same world as Above and Below.
Okay.
So people have said, oh, this looks like it's similar, different setting, because obviously it's this archipelago with these different islands.
Mm-hmm.
So in this game, everybody's their own nation. You're trying to build up your sea nation, basically. So now, I don't have their ship boards here. I don't have them pictured, but everybody has their own little ship, and
That's right. These are all prototype.
This is not quite
components
final
for
here.
things.
Right.
So.
But everybody will have their own crew, and they have different skills, and then you sail around, and so all these different islands, they have different actions. So it's a little bit like a worker placement thing, except you just have one ship.
Okay.
It's like your one worker. So you move it around, and then you'll assign your crew to do jobs at the different islands. You collect resources, or one of the cool things is you can hire pirates or train sea serpents.
Okay.
And use these to take over islands. And if you take over an island, then if somebody else wants to use it, they got to pay you.
Okay. You
So,
hire a sea serpent.
Yes.
I like that. It's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, kind of weird. And there's this special, the king of the sea serpents is Icor, and there's like a special building. You can get this guy. He's like better than all the rest of them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. What's the goal? Are we just trying to improve our ship, take over lands?
So it's become the most wealthy nation.
Okay.
So in the game, coins are points. So at the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins. Now you can also build buildings for your capital city, and they all have different abilities. There are a whole bunch of them. The cool thing is you can buy them with money, and the money is equal to the points, so they're equal to that.
So you're not losing
You're
anything.
not losing money, yeah.
Right.
Or you can build them with resources. So there's like two ways to get buildings.
Okay.
One of the islands lets you build. It's this one, Stratic. Yeah. So if I let's say I own this island, if anybody wants to build, they always have to pay me to do it.
Okay. Now, can they kick you out?
They could. So I should say, some of these islands you take over with military. That's the red ones. And the blue ones you use diplomacy.
Okay.
And there are different ways to gain sort of influence. And you're like bribing the island to join you.
Okay.
So if somebody owns something, it's just harder than normal.
Okay.
It's like a little harder than normal.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean that's basically the rundown. So it's sort of an engine building thing,
Okay.
And there are like a ton of different ways to go about how you want to gain money.
All right. Can you adjust your crew as well?
Yeah, so you'll be hiring a lot of new crew as you go along, and you might focus on a certain thing. Like some of them are good at fighting. Like this guy, if you have her, then she increases the speed of your ship, so you can move to a lot more. You have more options, basically.
Okay.
And it's about 30 minutes per player. And
all right, you had another deck of cards on the side here.
yeah, so these are how you gain influence. That's how you get the blue towns. So these are like events that are happening in the world.
Okay.
So right now
It's down to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So right now there's an event on Morlim, so we would put a token there to show. And anybody could go there, and I'm going to read this. So it says, you meet Thinbeard, a noted scholar and historian. I'm searching for the ancient book of snails, he says.
Okay.
So there's sort of a little event, and if you go there and you exhaust a guy and give him a book, then that lets you place cubes on this influence track. That's where you get influence from.
Okay.
So those are kind of the events. And then there's some other cards here that let you sort of brag about yourself. Yeah, it's sort of, there's a trumpet, it's like blowing your own horn.
Okay, good.
So this is how, like, if you have a certain thing, then you'll get points for it. So if you have the most of something, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Player count?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. Yeah, 2 here. All right. Thanks.
Oh, wanted to mention one more thing. So the crew members in this game, you on the opposite side, these are prototypes, so I don't have it. You just flip them over, you can use them in above and below. They have little symbols for that game. So there's like a crossover.
All right. That is going to mess up our database so much. This is now an expansion for above and below.
It is like a little expansion. Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, when you were talking about it being set in the world of Above or Below, and then I see the character portrait style that you're doing. Yes, it looks like it's part of the same world.
Right.
How it's there. So.
Yeah. So that was sort of a last minute addition, but they're like the same size, and we tested it, and it worked really well. So I thought, yes, we got to do it. So.
All right. Well, it's a nice plus for people, and definitely. I mean, do you have a concept for a shared world? I mean, so you say this is in the same
world
as
like story-wise?
Story-wise, yeah. Or a history of time, and you're gonna look at different elements of this.
Yeah, it's like Above and Below is sort of in this field, this sort of this valley far away, and then the idea is like, if you travel a little ways away, there's this archipelago, and so some of the characters even they're like the same. They just like change their clothes, so they like walk down to the beach and.
Okay, get on a ship.
Yeah.
And start sailing. All right, thanks for the overview.
Yeah, thank you.